Vocal Care and Hygiene, how to take care of your instrument. Your instrument is you. How would you take care of a small child? Regular rest, balanced diet, and play, right? Same as you, okay? You need to take care of your instrument so your instrument can take care of you. Talking is one of the hardest things you can do on your voice. My mother used to always torture me with the fact that Celine Dion doesn't speak at all the day of her concert because I was a chatterbox. I try to use this as much as possible. On the day of my show, I really try not to speak. I try to do restful things. Keep an eye on the time, because if you don't eat enough, you can have problems. If you eat too much, you can have problems. Try to have small meals early in the day away from the gig, because the closer you get to the gig, the more amped up you are and you won't even feel hungry. Even if someone offers you food, you'll be like, no thanks. So good breakfast, medium lunch, take a snack with you, okay? Keep an eye on how much you're ingesting in your blood sugar. What to eat, diet. Everybody says, oh, you can't eat this, you can't eat that, you can't do this. What happens on the day when you don't have your magic feather? I used to sing in a choir and everybody was handing out these crystallized ginger. What happens on the day we don't have the ginger? There are some exceptions. I would avoid a lot of milk products, a lot of dairy. That being said, I did eat like a cheese pizza and cheese tortellini for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner the day before my concert, and I still lived, so. Be careful with medication. I recommend taking medication in a pill form rather than an injection. If you take a medication in a pill form and it affects your voice, you can stop taking the pill. If you take a medication in an injection, there's nothing you can do. You can only wait till the efficacy wears off. And I've had some very dicey moments. I lost my voice in front of all of my friends in a concert. It was really shattering. So take it from me, take it in a pill, or if you must have an injection, arrange your life so that you don't have any gigs. Throat clearing. This is so important. I'm going to read the quote directly. One of the most prevalent forms of vocal abuse is incessant, habitual, non-productive throat clearing. And that is Joseph C. Stempel, the clinical voice pathologist. There are people out here going, and there's nothing there. It's a tic. If you have this tic, what you're doing is you're grinding the vocal cords together. The vocal cords are made out of cartilage. It's very soft tissue. It's like what's in your nose and what's in your ear. It cannot sustain this abuse. That's why I'm always talking about the support. We need to be singing from here and talking from here and leaving the throat alone. And if you have this tic where you're grinding, all you're doing is putting pressure on your throat, on your poor vocal cords that are only made of cartilage. If you have a tic, go to the doctor and deal with it, okay? If you have mucus, try to do a gentle hum. That will clear the cords of the mucus without rascando, without abusing them. Vocal rest. This is not to be confused with physical rest, although that is also very important. Vocal rest just means you don't use your voice that much, okay? So on the day of a concert, you're quiet. You wear your scarf, la voce. All right. Right now, I'm not wearing a scarf, but normally the scarf is my #1 accessory. And that just helps keep your throat nice and toasty. Famously, Celine Dion didn't speak the day of her performance, and my mother used to torture me with this fact because I'm such a chatterbox. But she's right. I try not to speak overly on the days of my shows, particularly because speaking is like the worst thing you can do for your voice. It wears it out. There's so many teachers and other professionals who speak for their jobs, and they're suffering because of the overuse of the voice.